So off to Sarajevo today. Two things. Firstly, flying Wizz Air. So it's a 5-hour flight on Wizz Air. Good luck to me for that. And secondly, I don't really know what I'm going to do when I land. I might take a car, the bus, or a taxi. But just because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, I'll just play it by ear. So hopefully I find something. But let's catch up in Sarajevo. Landed in Sarajevo. It's one of the most quiet airports I've actually landed in. Now I need to find a way to get to the hotel. I'm going to check out the rent-a-car and then see how much that costs. Otherwise we'll take a taxi or bus back. The rent-a-car is too expensive. That's what happens when you book on the spot. So probably going to take a taxi, which isn't too bad. It's around the equivalent of £10 to get to the city centre, which is where the hotel is. So I'll probably do that and then I'll see you at the hotel. Basic, but this is a budget hotel technically, but they do look at the finer things and they've got these little freebies which a lot of the fancier hotels obviously do offer, but you know, the usual your freebie shower gels and your soaps and even the vanity kit, the cap. So it does give it a bit of a premium feel. Just a little small thing, but it goes a long way. So definitely a thumbs up to the hotel for this. So all done with the taxi ride to the hotel, just checked in. I do think I slightly overpaid for the taxi ride, but I'll cover the logistics later on in the video. It's a nice budget hotel in the city center. Location-wise seems very good with good amenities and facilities, but I'll cover that again towards the end of the video, along with the costs and all of that. But for now, it's late in the afternoon, early evening, actually around 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to refresh and then head out to check out the old town and probably have an easy night tonight and then explore Sarajevo and the surrounding parts properly tomorrow. So stay with me. So here I am in the old town of Sarajevo, soaking in the vibes. It's raining, but despite that it's pretty vibrant. I am starving, so I'm going to grab some dinner at a local restaurant and I'll see you after dinner. Morning from Sarajevo. Had a good night last night, a quick one. I had dinner at a nice little place at the local chipapi, which is like the kebab bread. That was really nice. A little bit dry, but still very tasty. And then tea and baklava, so that was a good little local experience. But then I had to call it an early night because it started raining and I was very tired after my flight. Here early morning for breakfast. It's very quiet in the city center. It's around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's not that early, but still. It's pretty quiet, so it's a nice little serene experience of the old town. Got lots of plans today. Going to go to Mostar, driving there actually, getting a car, yes, after all the confusion yesterday. So going to grab some breakfast and then head off to the airport to get a car and then to Mostar. So I'll catch you there. So done with a delicious local breakfast. Had the borek, which is like a cheese pastry, and the Bosnian coffee. And now at the airport getting the rental car sorted and then off to Mostar. So I'll see you on the journey. Driving through the mountains on way to Kravice Waterfall, through the mountains, and it's pouring like crazy. Fingers crossed we can survive this, but let's see how it goes. I'll see you when I get to Kravice. So a big change of plans. It started raining like crazy and there was lots of traffic, so we took a detour and ended up in Mostar having lunch here. It's quieted down a little bit, but still some light drizzling. Bearable now, but at one point it was absolutely unbearable. Couldn't even walk outside. But it's a very nice, peaceful old town. Just going to walk around here, grab some lunch, and then hopefully head to Kravice for the waterfalls. So just finished lunch. Going to walk around here at the old town in Mostar. The rain subsided a little bit, so hopefully we can get a little walk in and around and check out the sights in the old town. and after that going to head to the Kravice waterfall. I just parked up to get to the Kravice waterfall. I know I haven't pronounced that perfectly at all day, but anyways, got lucky because the parking is free. The machine was broken, so they let us in for free. But anyways, just parked up and it's a bit of a walk, so we're gonna head there to the waterfall. Apparently it's meant to be amazing, so let's go. So just got to the Kravice waterfall. The weather's finally subsided, so looking forward to the views. Let's go. Finally made it to the waterfall after a 4-hour journey, given the break in the middle, but definitely worth it. It's 20 mark, which is like £10 per person to get in. Definitely worth the price. Just watch your step, because there are a few tricky staircases when on your way down, but it is so amazing. Honestly, the pictures, the videos don't do justice to it. It is so grand and vast, so definitely recommend you coming to the Kravice waterfall. This is actually physically as close as you can get to the waterfall. I can't get enough of it. It's so amazing. Anyways, gonna take a little break here, gonna grab coffee at one of the cafes, and I'll see you after that. At the Tekke Blagaj, which is the Dervish house as it's known. From the 15th century, it's like a Turkish style house. Very historic, it's very nice. It's got a very good historic cultural vibe. A bit commercialized because there's like a cafe and shops as you're walking in. But otherwise it's got a very cultural feel to it. Let's check it out. A mini museum with some artifacts, so again adding to that cultural vibe. So here's the travel hack for you when you come here. The actual viewpoint for the house and the waterfall is actually free, which is where I'm standing right now. We paid 10 mark, €5, £4.5 to get in to the main house and check it out. But for this view, you can just walk all the way across and you get a free view. And this is probably the best view of the Dervish house, so just make sure you remember to do that. If you don't want to go inside, I mean, it's okay, it's got history, culture, but if you just want the views, you can just come here and have a look. It is stunning. With the Dervish house. I'm not going to try and pronounce the Bosnian name of it. I've butchered it enough. So we're going to head back to Sarajevo. Wanted to make sure that we're on the road before it gets too dark, because the road is a bit unstable, should I say, on the way back, and there's no street lights and stuff, so I thought it's better if we head back sooner. So we're going to go back to Sarajevo, grab dinner, and then I'll see you probably around dinner or maybe tomorrow morning. The one thing I'm really amazed by is that it's a very cloudy day, but the water is so green despite that, so I wonder how it's going to be when it's a sunny day. But definitely from a natural beauty point of view, it is an amazing place. Seeing lots of pomegranate trees around here, so we're going to try the organic local pomegranate juice. Back here in Sarajevo, getting ready for dinner. It's a rather fancy place in the Marvin Dvor district. It's a posh area and the dinner place looks a bit fancy, but good to spoil itself once in a while. Let's get some dinner. all done with the fancy dinner. It was pretty decent. Not the best steak I've had, but it was alright. And now realized that one of the tourist attractions was nearby, so just gonna have a look at that and then head home. That was it. Saw the eternal fire. Apparently doesn't blow out ever. It was alright, a bit underwhelming to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Morning from Sarajevo, another quiet morning in the old town. A tiring day yesterday, not that tiring today I think. Got some plans. I'm gonna check out the pyramids. Yes, there are pyramids near Sarajevo. Let's see how they are. I'm gonna check them out, but first, trying to grab some breakfast. All done with a rather Americanized breakfast. Some omelets and waffles. Very tasty though. Definitely recommend Brunsa as a breakfast location. And now off to explore the sights and sounds in and around Sarajevo. This is going to be stunning. Of course, this wouldn't be a Travel Taught Me vlog without a viewpoint. And here we are at the White Fortress in Sarajevo. I can't believe this is just a 5-6 minute drive from the city center. It seems so far off and remote, but it's amazing views, stunning views of the city and of the landscape and the mountains and the highway on the other side. It's absolutely stunning. 5 mark to get in, which is about £2, €2.5. Definitely worth it. That was beautiful. Now on to the next stop. Just got to the Bosnian pyramid site. Parked up, had to walk all the way up. These long flight of stairs that you have to walk to get to the top. Just on that, it's a bit physically challenging, but hopefully it's going to be worth it. So made my way to the top of the pyramid. Slightly underwhelming, I'm sorry I have to say that, because you really can't see the pyramid. It's actually an excavation of the pyramid itself, but it's a good hike to get to a decent viewpoint as well. Because of the trees, it's not very clear, but it does have some religious or cultural importance as well, because there are a few people doing some rituals and praying and meditating, so I'm sure it does have some significance. But yeah, it's a nice, relaxing, very calm area to come to. But if you come for a pyramid, so to speak, you don't really get that. But you know, for 5 mark, €2.5, £2 and a bit, it's probably worth it. So that's that for the Bosnian pyramids, or the Pyramid of the Sun. Gonna head back now towards Sarajevo, grab some lunch, coffee, and just roam around Sarajevo, Old Town pretty much, just to explore that a little bit more. And then I'll see you after that. Back in Sarajevo at the city center mall in Marine Druvar, which is another area of the town. It's meant to be a more posh area of the town. Just gonna roam around here, grab some lunch, and I'll see you after that. So that was lunch. Yes, I had smash burgers. It's not a local experience, but the Google reviews were really good, so I had to try it. And then had a coffee at a local cafe as well, which was decent. But then it started raining, so couldn't really check out the Marine Duvar area in a lot of detail. So went to the mall, just hung around there. Now back at the hotel, gonna head out in a bit to go to the city center for dinner, just hang around. But look forward to tomorrow, because it's gonna be probably a heavy day, because I'm gonna go to the museums and learn about the recent history, which I have a bit of an awareness of the country, so look forward to that, but it might get a bit emotional. but I'm looking forward to exploring that in a bit more detail and doing a formal tour of the old town. But yeah, for now I'm just going to head out and enjoy the evening vibes in the city center, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from sunny Sarajevo. Yes, finally a sunny day here in Sarajevo. Just heading to the old town, going to do a proper walking tour and then go to a couple of the museums to learn a bit more about the history of Sarajevo. But first things first, time to grab some breakfast, and of course it won't be a Travel Top Me vlog without a breakfast with this dish. Later. I was meant to get pancakes, but unfortunately the pancake place was closed. That's one thing to keep in mind. These places in Sarajevo, they don't open that early in the morning, although it's around 9 o'clock, so it's not that early. But anyways, I ended up getting a local borek instead, and now I'm going to head to the walking tour. With the walking tour, very informative, learned a lot about Bosnia and the history and the culture. It was organized by Guru Walk. The one thing I did do was I did it on my last day. I think it's something you should do on your first day because they tell you a lot about the local places to go and where you can get all the best stuff. So definitely recommend it. And now just coming to the end of the afternoon, and now I'm going to head to the museum. But before that, check out this cute little spot in Sarajevo. So we've got this very interesting little spot where you have the east of Sarajevo and the west of Sarajevo, or the cultures of the east and west merging, where if you stand at one point you've got kind of the eastern architecture from the Ottoman times, and then the western architecture on the other side from the Austrian Empire. So it's got a very interesting vibe to it. You get a good mix of both cultures in that one spot. So it's definitely a little spot to check out when you're in Sarajevo. Just finished up at the War Museum. It was a very heavy experience, very emotional. You read a lot about the stories, but it's definitely something that you should visit when you come to Sarajevo. It is an experience. I think I just need some time to get over it. So I'm just going to have a walk around the European side, take a stroll, and then try another local delicacy that I've heard a lot about. But first, I'm just going to recover from very heavy experience. Back on the eastern side in a local market. It's a nice little market. It wouldn't be a Travel Top Me vlog without a fridge magnet, so let's go grab one. It's good, very rich, but very good. Got a good mix of, I got the pistachio and caramel, so it's got a good blend of those flavors. Delicious, but it's very heavy, so just keep that in mind. All done with the dessert. It was very yummy, but it was very messy as well because the filling can spill out from either side because it's open. But definitely delicious, but very, very heavy. So that's that for Sarajevo. A very, very good trip. Really enjoyed it. Would highly recommend you coming here for a couple of days. Just to check out the old town and in and around the area as well. There's lots to do. Definitely recommended. I'll do a more detailed video with all the recommendations and admin and all of that. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you in the next one.